set. 118. Eat. Cut. 959.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Set. 19. 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Pick it up. Mike spot 4. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. 27. We're going to 53.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go. 47. Kill. 47. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
First down, Dallas.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Buying time to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
J.J. Watt on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Check. We go 47. Under. Comes to me, it's me.
Prescott from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Rip right, rip on front.
Fourth down, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second down, it's Elliott, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let him know, let him know.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he gets this one to Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 3, second down. From the 44, Watson, he'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They keep it with Miller on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 36, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 54. 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to hit.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Set the tone, defense.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 9. Watson flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch gears. Hey, kill. Mike 55.
And the blitz does come. He finds Austin complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Six man.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Check.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 65. 65. Check 37.
31.
Watson now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with 8 seconds remaining. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and...
Homie, there's so many milk, 'cause bird in my They showing